What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. Wow, what the
fuck? What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on YouTube shit. Hey man, we are Lit the cheese, man. Turn. Motherfucking day, straight here outside. Big Crip in the gang, straight outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo, Russia do your thing. And Texas, stand the fuck up. Each day is a new day to be a better version of yourself. Never let somebody bring you down, always right back. Never let somebody tell you you are, but also never put yourself in a position you don't belong. Let's stay humble. Let's get on this revolution. Keep Yahweh first. Count you as a black Hebrew Israelite. As a real Jew. Alright, let's get to it. Alright. Boom. Today, it's motherfucking day. Straight here outside. Big Crip in the gang, straight outside shit, man. Hey man, Crip, man. Boosie, man. Last time we talked about Boosie, man, it was about him and Young Blue. You know, they had that little beef. Blue got arrested and all this shit. But shout out to Boosie, man. Boosie been killing it. I want y'all to check out Boosie. Y'all go to Boosie channel. He got a channel about his life. He got a video about his life that's doing big numbers, man. He doing pretty good, man. Like I said, I fuck with Boosie, man. But yeah, let's get to what's going on, man. This Boosie and Big Meech. I'm Big Screech. Levy Federal. Hey man, this shit is getting crazy, nigga. I'm gonna keep it straight 100. I was talking about Big Meech being a rap before they was even talking about this shit, man. But one thing that I just don't like about this shit, man, is like, we got the police fucking niggas up, informers fucking niggas up. Some of these informers be getting whacked out, but it's just like the police, man. They days to keep on being a police officer. They can continue to do their job unless some goofy shit happen. But like 9 times out of 10, niggas don't give a fuck about what the police, who the police done got them niggas fucked up. They only care about the niggas who snitched. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, it's a cold game. You know, when you a gangster, man, snitching like, you know, like you know what I'm saying, taboo. You can't really be snitching. But now these days, everybody they mama be snitching. But like real talk, snitching be like taboo. You can't really snitch and shit. But you know, Big Meech, man, you know, Boosie was gonna go to the performance at Rick Ross car show. So this gonna be about what Boosie was thinking and what happened with Boosie and Big Meech and shit, man, with the 50 Cent shit, man. Let's get into it. Shout out to Forgotten Kings, man. You know, Big Meech was supposed to be, you know, performing at the damn car show with Rick Ross, and shit did not go that way.
His name is in the paperwork, man.
And
Boosie
testified. He mad.
This woman testified in the court of law that she became a DEA informant to give Demetrius Flattery a time cut. You feel me? It don't get any clearer. You know what I mean? Fidel Suarez met Demetrius Flattery in the county jail. He's a cartel member out of Los Angeles. Super good dude. Fidel beat the feds in trial and went home. But he exchanged information with Big Meech and was trying to help him. Whatever he needed, you know what I mean? Dude was down for that.
Cuffy Gatlin clears up the Big Meech, Tammy Cohen, and BFF.
Was initially trying to target Fidel. You feel me? So in the course of me and Tammy discussing Meech's movie rights and me seeking out a deal for a movie, and me providing a script for a movie, the DEA got wind that I was in contact with Tammy, and they turned the investigation toward me.
Got it.
So that's why Fidel Suarez I do these interviews, people say, well, damn, Cuff, how you know Tammy didn't get in any trouble? Tammy Collins has never been in any trouble. She has never been charged with anything. She's not from the streets. She's not about the streets. Demetrius Fleary put her up to this.
Yeah.
So this is what the government testified to in court. That she's cooperating with the DEA to set Cuff up to give Demetrius Fleary a time cut. It doesn't get any simpler than this, man. You feel?
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody treat me off the streets. But I never fought, never told, never will. Death before this time, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family. Come out to the Amaran Arena, February 13th. I let nobody treat me off the street.
Get your cuff off the street, nigga.
I never fought, never told.
You told Tammy to tell, bitch.
Death before this time.
Damn.
So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family.
Y'all gonna be disappointed when little baby don't show up? When Skill don't show up? When Fizzo don't show up? When all these motherfuckers don't show up?
I wasn't going to address this.
Man, this nigga reading drops, man. Look, he reading this shit.
But I never.
Damn, Big Meech, you messed up your whole fucking shit, man.
Death before this time, always. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family. Come out to the Amaran Arena.
He can't even go. He went to house arrest. He can't even go.
And performing at the Big Meech party. I'm performing. I gave Big Meech my word, that I was gonna perform, and I ain't. So I give a man my word. That's my word. I don't know what's going on. I can't just pull away from not performing over something they got going on with him and 50 and all this going on. I just can't. After I gave the man my word, if something was to come out and I feel it's factual, I'll stand on it. But not in no last minute because something going on social media. I don't know.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son. Moments ago, Boosie reacts to the 50 Cent and Big Meech controversy. Again, as you've seen in the clip, Boosie says he will be showing up to perform at the Welcome Home concert for Big Meech, scheduled to go down on February 13th, which is exactly 1 day from today. Okay, now again, this makes this whole situation interesting because 50 Cent just last week, for those who may not know, he took to IG to officially part ways with Big Meech after Meech was seen hanging with one of his ops, Rick Ross. Okay, we are familiar with the beef involving 50 Cent and Rick Ross, so it was a matter of time before we got an official reaction from 50, and essentially he just pulled the plug on the whole BMF brand and, took the situation to a whole different level because 50 is now calling Big Meech a rat. Okay, now these new claims are being brought to the forefront. An individual who goes by the name of Cuffy Gatlin did an interview several months ago, now accusing of Meech, right, of ratting, but in the form of third-party cooperation. Okay, it's being alleged that Meech
You can't never trust a bit like this.
give up information.
She look like she's gonna be an informant.
To shave some time off of Big
Can't
Meech's
trust the
sentence.
Mexican white looking
And,
bit.
these are the claims that now 50 is shedding light on. Again, these clips and this information has been on YouTube for at least a year, some change. So now that 50 is beefing with Meech, he wants to make a docuseries exposing the truth behind this whole situation, right? And that's interesting because 50 ultimately used his brand to, greenlight this whole BMF wave, right? And now he's willing to destroy everything all because Meech is seen hanging out with Rick Ross. So you got some people looking at it like 50 is being petty, and then you got some of those that saying, I don't know. 50 isn't a liar.
look at his track record. There has to be some truth to this. Again, we just, giving you the information, leaving it up to the audience to decide. But considering that we've seen something like this happen in the past with rappers like Gunna, right? Once we hear these accusations, right, being made against Gunna.
But Gunna is a big snitch. We've seen him in 4K.
Taking a stand, acknowledging that YSL is a gang. Now you got certain rappers in the industry like, we'll never do a record with Gunna again, right? Even though, his lawyer done came forward, said he did not cooperate.
Man, fuck his lawyer. That nigga snitched.
Gunna's
snitched in
testimony
4K.
wasn't used to convict anyone. No matter how you look at it, the damage is done. Once the footage was
to the baby, 21 Savage.
That, more information is coming forward. And you got 50 out here putting a light on all these rappers scheduled to perform for Meech. I mean, listen, this whole situation is getting very
big
interesting.
Screech.
Right?
Oh, shit.
Got a lot of street cred, just like 50
Larry
Cent.
Foreman.
And even though Boosie's saying, look, I'm not getting in the beef between 50 and Meech. That's between them. Listen, we know how 50 play. Once you win, you win. Okay, and again, 50 just earlier today, made more posts going in on Meech. You get what I'm saying? And this concert is scheduled to go down tomorrow. So, listen, I guess we have to sit back and continue to monitor this whole situation just to see what happens. Okay, it looks as if 50's trying to pull a Ja Rule move, right, in his own way to get people to pull out of this welcome home concert to, sabotage this welcome home moment for Big Meech, right? And again, is he being petty? Is he right for feeling like this, considering everything he's done for Little Meech and Big Meech and the whole brand, helping him in his transition, from jail, coming home to some legal money? I mean, listen, there's so many different ways to look into the situation. But like I said, we know how 50 is. You know what I mean? Very petty. So it's a matter of time before, he might respond to Boosie, right? But like I said, the concert is tomorrow. He's not the only person that's scheduled to perform for Big Meech. So again, we just have to wait and see how this whole situation plays out. But like I said, man,
that shit got cooked quick.
This situation will go left like this. All because Big Meech decided to publicly associate himself with Rick Ross. And some people feel like Big Meech doesn't owe 50 any loyalty whatsoever. Okay, y'all did business. You get what I'm saying? Money was made. Let's move on from this. You know what I mean? However, others disagree. I mean, damn. At what point, do you display your loyalty, considering everything that 50 has done for him? Some people say 50 has his own selfish gains. Again, his own selfish agenda by,
your life is your choice.
His own selfish agenda by, attaching himself to this project. And again, you could argue that, right? We can't confirm that, right, being on the outside. But the point is, you got Little Meech, Big Meech's son, going on the record saying everything that 50 has done for him.
Yeah.
Making him the star in this series, even though they could have got any actor to play that character, right? Who's probably more seasoned, right? Been in the game a lot longer as an actor.
He helped out his own, Big Meech's own son.
It worked. You get what I mean? It was a success, and now to see things go left.
That's how the cookie crumble, bitch.
Meech choosing to publicly associate himself with one of 50's biggest ops. I mean, come on.
Yeah, this must be.
You know what I mean? And like I said,
shit, man, some beef.
Like
nigga.
I said, you never know. Has he been privy to this information, to these claims, all of this time? That's the thing that we, people have to sit back and, ask themselves. Because again, like I said, this information has been on YouTube in regards to the claims of, Big Meech using, third-party cooperation. This information has been out. Like I said, I'll make sure to leave several links so y'all can inform yourself on this whole situation. But now 50 Cent has decided to green light, this docuseries with this woman Tammy Cohen, and like I said, this is crazy. First you have 50 attaching himself to, the takedown of Diddy and the docuseries. Now he wants to attach himself to the situation. Big
50
Meech,
Cent don't give a fuck no
because,
more.
Again, a lot of people are just like, you know what? It's certain politics that goes into the streets, right? And once you put rat claims out there, people want to see proof. They want to see paperwork. And again, there will be links in the description so you can watch these interviews of people breaking down the information so you can get context and make your own conclusion. But as of right now, 50 isn't backing down. And like I said, with 1 day away from the event, we just have to wait and see what will happen. And
it didn't
ultimately
work.
if 50 got that kind of pull.
Damn, 50
right,
mad because he didn't work with him?
Pulled on.
So he's going to be quiet if he worked with him. That's crazy.
The rappers saying, look, are they still going to show up? You know what I'm saying? And now you got Boosie coming out publicly saying, I'll be there. Now we got to see who else will show up to perform for Big Meech. But again, y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on Boosie reacting to the 50 Cent and Big Meech controversy? Again, do you agree with Boosie when he says, he's going to show up on behalf of Meech, right? He has nothing to do with the beef. Or do you
yeah, Boosie was right. Shit.
He's taking this whole situation.
Nigga, 50 Cent was going to work with Big Meech before he even all happened.
Right now, that does put him, right there in the bullshit with 50. You know what I mean? Let me know your thoughts on all of this controversy down in the comment section below. But again, that's all I got for y'all today. My name is Sensei Rip. Till next time.
Shout out to Forgotten King,
Peace.
Man. The only thing I don't understand, man, is the police and the informants. These motherfuckers don't get nothing done to them. But the niggas who, was in this shit, their whole career get fucked over. But it's like, the police get to have their job. The informant get to have their job. But then the black man who fucked up, he loses his whole career or life at times. Like, how can we grow if we always fucking up each other, but we're not going after the police's or the informant? We support the police and the informants. You dig what I'm saying? It's always going to be fuck 12, but it's like, y'all go at the rappers for snitching, but what about the police and the informants?
So today is the day for the Big Meech concert, and there's been a lot of speculation on which artists will show up.
Yeah, man, we back, man. February 13th. It's our back.
Yeah, the informants get fucked up 3 though, but I'm just saying, the police, what about them pussy ass motherfuckers?
If you ain't at the concert February 13th, you ain't doing nothing with your life, man. Come out. Show support to the family, man.
Your goofy ass up, boy. You got exposed by Scissor.
They ain't expect us to be here, man. Hey, man, they ain't expect us to be here, man. It's our back, man. Round 2, 20 years later. Talk about, ain't 05, it's 2025. Right here. Still here. They ain't expect us to be here, huh, bro? You know what I mean? They ain't know we was coming like that, huh? 2.0. We the ones they looked up to, man. Hello.
Hi. How are you? Good. Oh, damn. I just went in mine.
Come on, I need you to help me find something.
All right, what do you need?
After 50 Cent started his campaign on calling Big Meech a rat, and 50 been going at the artists that's supposed to perform at this concert as well. I seen Lil Boosie say he's still gonna perform, and he said he gave Big Meech his word, and he needed to see facts before he could stand on it.
Performing at the Big Meech party? Yeah, I'm performing. I gave Big Meech my word, that I was gonna perform, and I ain't.
That's some real nigga shit though, you know what I'm saying? Shit, hey. You gotta get it, shit. Support niggas up, but shit, I understand how shit goes, man.
Just pull away from not performing over something, they got going on with him and 50 and all this going on. But it was, I just can't, after I gave the man my word.
It's Chrissy Teigen inviting you to listen.
If something was to come out and I feel it's factual, I'll stand on it. But, not at no last minute because something going on social media, I don't know no facts.
But before we get to the rest of this content, make sure you hit that like button.
Shout out to Clip.
To 100 likes. Once we pass 100, 500 likes. Once we pass 500 likes, 1,000. To Doug respond to it. And he said, I'm so tired of the he say, she say. Show us the paperwork. That's going to end everything. Any deal made through cooperation has to be in there. Either she got it in hers or he got it in his. And then he said, the paperwork has been released. This all we respect. Meet us in Miami. So from that, I'm assuming that 42 Doug is saying that Big Meech is good. And
then Big Meech posted on his Instagram, and he took another shot at 50 Cent, and he showed some artists that will still be at the concert.
He don't do nothing but tear down black man. Look at it. He's nothing giving. You've never seen 50 give nobody no flowers, no respect. He just play on people downfall. Diddy, Irv Gotti, Ja Rule. Now Big Meech. You've never seen 50 say nothing positive. Streets can't wait. Big Meech concert tomorrow, Miami. Get your tickets. Fly in right now. Meet us all. The jets landing as we speak. It's the biggest.
50 Cent continues to go at Big Meech, and he played another jail phone call with Cuffy, and Cuffy spoke more about Tammy Collins' involvement into setting him up.
Tammy Collins, she's privileged to what's called the affidavits in support of the wiretaps. Okay. It's like 3 affidavits. In those affidavits, it tells Meech's full role. Now, I wouldn't allow to have them because they played this, I'm this kingpin and I'm this, they life in jeopardy, right, in danger. Right. That's why they was able to close the courtroom. We'd have been out at Meech. But they played a cold game. I give it to her. They was playing chess and we was playing checkers. Okay. She
Damn,
used the threat of her life and that I was going to have some hitmen in the federal court, in the federal courtroom. They closed the courtroom to the me and my shit standing room only. I'm that dude in that city, homie. Right. I'm that dude in that city. Right. So that's why it ain't been came out. But the affidavits in support of the wiretap, she has them. So she can get them for sure. If she got them. Okay. She got them. The only person they barred from having the documents was me. Okay. So you the only one that don't got the information. Right. Gotcha. Everybody else, it's called discovery. Everybody else got the packet.
Paperwork has been floating around now, and I'm not gonna lie, people saying Big Meech went bad, some people saying Big Meech didn't snitch. I'm still under the opinion that Big Meech knew exactly what Tammy Collins was doing. Yeah, you're not telling me you're signing over your life rights, and you don't have any knowledge of what she's doing on the outside and setting people up. Shout out to the Soul Podcast. He got the paperwork, and he been breaking it down bar for bar what's going on this channel. But after hearing this, you can't tell me Big Meech not all bad.
Okay, now, did there come a time in your relationship with Mr. Gatlin and Mr. Suarez where the conversation turned to narcotics and drugs? She says yes. Approximately, when was that time? She says, I would say 2000 mid-year 2012. Okay, all right. And in 2012, how did that conversation begin? What was it that precipitated that comment? Ask her this next question after this. Okay, was there ever a time when you were asked to give a phone number to Fidel at any point in time? She says yes. What were the circumstances of that information? Meaning, when? Who told you to get in touch with Fidel? What? Was there ever a time when you were asked to give a phone number to Fidel? Who told you to give a phone number to Fidel? Who? What were the circumstances of that information? Well, a couple times when I was asked to give Fidel called and asked for Cuff's number. Then the government asks, did he say who? Tammy Cowan says, he said, Buddy told me to get Cuff's phone number, and I gave him Cuff's phone number. Now, we've already determined that the lawyer for the government already mentioned there was some conversation with you and Mr. Suarez, okay, where he mentioned Meech or Buddy. The government asked her, who is Buddy, for the record? I'm assuming he's speaking of Demetrius Flannery. So you've known him by that name, correct? Well, when he says Buddy, as he calls, yes. And did you do that? Yes, I did.
Everything in this video is allegedly, but at the end of the day, I'm just reacting to what I'm seeing. I don't know anybody personally. I just call it how I see it.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, Big Meech was definitely aware of Tammy's actions.
I
Her
do
motive
agree.
was
I
to
think
get
that.
Big Meech a time cut. And for all this going on, Big Meech finally addresses the allegations in a 30-second video.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets.
You should shut the fuck up and then say nothing about none of this shit.
Never
Like,
told.
and just,
never will.
you know what I'm saying? Because
Death before dishonor. Always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family. Come out to the Amaran Arena, February 13th.
That's not cutting it. Big Meech was a legend in my eyes till all these snitch allegations came up. I remember seeing Big Meech talk about putting his team on and making sure everybody in his crew was good. That was motivation for me to try to get me and my homeboys in that same position. So when he came home and the rumors started floating, I started to do my research on what was going on. And 50 Cent been doing the campaign on it, and more information has come to the surface.
I was in the 7th grade when I heard about Big Meech. You know what I'm saying?
Break down because she been real quiet this whole time. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section, and make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's get this video.
Big Meech has always been a name that carried power. From the streets to the rap industry, he was seen as the definition of loyalty. The man who built the Black Mafia family, BMF, into a legendary empire. Rappers shouted him out in songs. Celebrities respected him. And his influence stretched far beyond the drug empire he created. But now, something unthinkable is happening. His name is being dragged through the mud in the worst way possible. A leaked audio recording is spreading like wildfire, and the claim behind it is shaking the streets to their core. Big Meech is a rat. This isn't just some internet rumor. The voices backing this claim are not random nobodies. They are Boosie and 50 Cent. Two of the most outspoken, no-nonsense figures in hip-hop have stepped into the conversation, and they're not holding back. Boosie, known for his deep-rooted respect for street loyalty, is co-signing the idea that Meech may have broken the code. And 50 Cent, the mastermind behind the BMF television series, is adding fuel to the fire. If two of the most influential voices in the culture are backing this up, what does that mean for Meech's legacy? The streets have always operated under one rule: never snitch. It's a code that separates the real from the fake,
that's a
the
fact.
solid from the weak.
That's a
For
fact.
years, Big Meech was seen as the gold standard of loyalty. He took his sentence like a man, refused to turn on his people, and held his head high despite facing decades behind bars. But now, this leaked audio is suggesting something different, something that could completely shatter the image people had of him. If this claim is true, then everything changes. Boosie has always been vocal about his stance on snitching. In countless interviews, he's made it clear that once someone tells, they are done in his book. No respect, no excuses, no second chances. That's why his involvement in this situation is so explosive. If Boosie is willing to put his name on this, it means he truly believes it. He's not one to spread fake rumors. So what did he hear? What proof does he have? That's what everyone wants to know. And then there's 50 Cent. He's not just some rapper throwing shade. He's the man who turned the BMF story into one of the biggest TV shows in recent years.
And his son,
He built an entire series around the legend of Big Meech, glorifying the rise of the Black Mafia family and keeping Meech's name alive in mainstream culture. If even he is hinting that there might be truth to these claims, that's a major problem.
That's why you can't,
Does he know something the public doesn't? Is this
put yourself in a situation to where it comes down to this. Or is he just stirring
controversy to get more attention on the BMF series? With 50, you never know. The leaked audio itself is what's causing all the chaos. Though not everyone has heard the full clip yet, those who have claimed it contains damaging revelations. If this audio is real, it could mean Meech said things he wasn't supposed to say. Maybe it was years ago. Maybe it was under pressure. Maybe it was to protect his family. But in the streets, none of that matters. Once your name is associated with snitching, it's a permanent stain. Fans are in complete disbelief. Social media is exploding with arguments, debates.
Because I talked about this Big Meech shit before, they even came out by who snitching Big.
Saying that Meech would never break the code. Others are already turning their backs, saying that if Boosie and 50 are even entertaining this, there must be some truth to it.
The worst part is that in
Cause I was calling Big
situations
Meech
like
a snitch
the
before
truth doesn't
they even
always
came
matter.
this big, but
Perception is everything.
you know, I think it's
Even
gonna
if
fuck up his
Meech
whole
didn't
career.
snitch,
Shit.
the fact that his name is being attached to it could be enough to damage his legacy forever. Hip-hop has seen this play out before. Tekashi 6ix9ine became the face of modern-day
Yep.
snitching when he testified against his own crew. But people
Yep.
expected that from him. He was never seen as a real street guy.
At
Alpo
all.
Martinez, a legendary Harlem drug dealer, admitted to cooperating with authorities, and he was forever marked as a rat. Even whispers of snitching have ruined reputations. Look at what happened to Rich Porter and Frank Lucas. But Big Meech, he was supposed to be untouchable. If more details come out, things could get even worse. Right now, people are holding on to hope that this is just another case of misinformation. But if solid proof surfaces, if the full leaked audio confirms that Meech really talked, then his legacy as one of the last real ones will be destroyed.
Damn.
The respect, the shout-outs in rap songs, the admiration from hip-hop legends, it could all disappear in an instant. This situation is bigger than just one man. It's about what this means for street culture as a whole. If even Big Meech, the man who stood tall through everything, ended up cooperating, what does that say about the street code? Has the game changed
Man,
that much?
this whole street shit is
loyalty still
rigged.
real,
You know what I'm saying?
or is it all just a myth? That's the
The police is
conversation
using
happening right
our
now.
own tactics
And the
against us.
answers
You
could
dig what I'm
shake
saying,
hip-hop to
Crip?
its foundation.
It's like
People are waiting for Meech
we
to
don't get no
respond.
get back, so
So
it's like
far, there's
the
silence.
police get to keep their
No
job.
official statement.
We
No
don't.
denial, no explanation. And that silence is only making things worse. Because in situations like this, if you don't clear your name immediately, people assume the worst. Will he speak out and shut this down? Or is there no way to explain what's on that tape? For now, the streets are watching. The truth will come out, one way or another. And when it does, hip-hop may never be the same.
Yeah. Shout out to Jordan Towers, man.
Smash that subscribe and let's get right into the news. Well, as we talked about it last night, Boosie has changed his tone. I know that's not Boosie. It was just a joke. That's
That's not
Flavor Flav.
Boosie.
So Boosie
That's Flavor Flav.
changed his tone, but the way he changes his tone is funny because when he was on Vlad, he was talking like real, like he was really down with Meech. Like he was like, yo, now that concert got canceled because of Fed paperwork. Well, somebody show it, right? Nobody showed it, right? Then Boosie said there was a get-together at Big Meech's house afterwards. He said he didn't go because you know why? He didn't have no pictures, right? So he couldn't say he went. We don't even know if he was actually invited to this get-together afterwards. He might only know of Big Meech through Little Meech. Let's just be honest. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. Boosie's Boosie, okay? But I think he stretches the truth sometimes.
Boosie had nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know,
right?
Boosie just trying to help a nigga out. At the end of the day, you know, but
he says he had to hustle up the money at some clubs because he spent about 10 grand getting down there, and he was doing a show for free. And then he had to go do his engagements because, you know, that's how he was going to pay for everyone coming down there. I would. You don't know Big Meech? Why would you go to a concert for him for free? When obviously there's big promoters behind it. It's not Big Meech putting up the money. There's promoters, but it's charge him for travel. It makes no sense. Unless you thought it was going to be a good look until 50 Cent started, you know, outing some inconsistencies with Big Meech and his prison sentence, right? Now, he kind of changes his tone on everything and says, like, you know, you took a picture with my enemy. I'm the same way, you know. It's F you know, like, but when on Vlad, he was like, Little Meech should say F you 50 for saying that to my dad. And then, you know, he was saying, you know, Big Meech is we didn't talk about really why it was canceled. I just heard about that. I was like, dude, you're all over the place, man. Like, Boosie, just say, I have no idea. Like, that would be a better thing than to say you know, just say I was just going to support. I don't know. And really, I don't care. I was just going to, you know, support, get on a big show with, you know, a bunch of people I know, and that was that. So anyways, let's get into this.
Yeah, Meech fucked up his
so
whole
Boosie changes his tone. He says that he kind of like sees 50 Cent's perspective a little bit more now. taking into consideration the money put up for a show and everything.
I mean, anybody go fuck with my op. I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who you is, nigga. Anybody go fuck with my op. That's how I go where I'm from. But I feel what y'all saying, yeah, but Meech gotta come home and get his money too.
That's a fact.
But Meech, but what Boosie's not understanding is that Big Meech was going to get more money from 50 Cent because they were going to do spin-offs and a bunch of other stuff. The little money he got from Ross is nothing. What do you think? With the maximum,
I don't
Ross
think he wanted to be under 50 cents.
and I doubt Ross is cheap. Just so you know, probably 40, 50 grand, and that would have been for an advance on the car show situation. You notice that he had Big Meech wearing the car show merch. It was an advertisement payment. You know, it was like, okay, here, just wear this for me, da-da-da-da-da. That's that. If I was Big Meech, I would be like, yo, I need more money than that, bro. You used my name in a song. Like, you marketed a whole song behind me. Like, I need more than that. Ross never gave him no money from that. Yeah, he didn't. Believe it or not, he didn't. Okay?
But, you know, he gotta know how that go when you're dealing with somebody. Like, you can't fuck with a nigga out. I think Meech underestimated 50 by going fuck with Ross.
He did.
That's what I kind of think. He kind of underestimated him.
He didn't think that he was gonna have that the girl, the informant.
Might be wrong, but I think, you know, Meech probably was on some shit. I'm gonna get this bag.
Yeah, I mean, he was probably thirsty for the money. He thought more people would come and see him with a bag. Let's just be honest, okay? He even thought Little Baby was going to drop a bag to him.
Man, I mean, look at the performance people they had on it.
Baby stopped through for a second. Notice this, too. I want you all to see this. After the show, supposedly there's this get-together, right? Like I told you earlier in the video. There's not one person with a picture of Big Meech. You don't see 42 Doug with a picture of Big Meech. Little Baby. They're staying away from the situation. 21 Savage, if he was going to go to the show, no picture with Big Meech. Who else was there? T Grizzly, we've seen a video with him and Big Meech, so he did stop by.
So they had the party?
There was a couple artists that, like, why don't they have a picture with Big Meech? If they went to the crib afterwards and had a get-together. You would expect 42 Doug, definitely. I don't even think 42 Doug went.
But 42 Doug done dropped him off 100K, so I mean, shit, at the end of the day, 42 Doug believes
no
in
picture with Big Meech. She didn't even stop by the crib, so it is what it is.
I'm finna get this money, you know what I'm saying? You know, he balled on that. I'm finna get this bag. Fuck with he, you know. I know he thought in his head, nigga, I'm fucking with this dude. Arch enemy, you know.
I know, that's crazy.
I know
he got me thinking like that. Damn.
I would have been pissed. I mean, when you come home from jail, I don't care who you is, you gotta get some money, bro. Like,
yeah, but thinking about all the time 50 Cent invested in that TV show, you know, we all know now. 1090.
But he made so much money off of it.
That thing, there's no new information in it. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real about that. That video was like every other video that's out there. You know, every video we've done on this channel. No new information. A waste of time. Miscalculated effort by 50 Cent by having 1090 Jake put that thing out. Like, ooh.
Yeah, 1090 Jake did the whole fucking video. It was insane.
It was nothing. Whack 100 was even like, what? You know, Whack 100's on he doesn't even really like 1090 Jake, but he was pushing like, yeah, do it. You know, like, good for 1090 Jake. But, nah, this was, I would have been like, yo, if you're not going to give me no information, I can't do a video on this. Everybody else has done a video already. You know, he just did a well-organized video. That's about it. Let's see, did I put that up there? Nah, I didn't. But yeah, the 1090 Jake usually has like exclusive paperwork that nobody else has, and that's not the case here. So, here, listen.
But you absolutely knew. Nothing in there said you didn't know. You were oblivious to the fact that she was third-party cooperation. All her efforts was fact, to benefit you. So shout out to 90J.
Now here's the part where he's kind of like,
50's kind of led us to believe he gave you some new, which was a little alarming. Like, damn, 50 gonna give it up. Thought he would have saved it all for himself. Let's get back.
yeah. He didn't give 1090J no new information. It was just the same Frank hearing and some other hearings. And you could draw your own conclusions from it, you know, because it's so...
Damn, 50 Cent's really be tapped in with the community, low-key.
That they reference in there. So, it was uneventful, let's just say. You know, 1090J got his promotion as he deserves. But, let's just say, man, it was uneventful. And I think it was 50 Cent kept his neck on everything. Right now, it's kind of like, you know, you're going to have to get more than this. You're going to have to get Tammy Cowens to make some...
That bitch Tammy, man.
Or maybe he'll just...
Never trust a bitch.
But, as I said, the best path forward is to go holla at T, get his life rights, and...
Never trust a bitch,
his
man.
perspective where you paint Big Meech as the person that really brought the heat from the feds and got wiretaps on everybody's phones, because... all that billboards and putting all that up really brought down the organization at a faster rate than it would have been. And even lawyers say this. I was just listening to a lawyer earlier. It's like, you know, Terry didn't really do nothing.
Never trust a bitch, man.
It was all from BMF.
I don't know why you put your hands in a bitch hands, because that's crazy.
Brought a lot of heat onto them. If you're moving that many keys, right?
Yeah.
And you're desperate to get in the music business, you don't put yourself on a billboard. Big Meech is on the billboard himself. What are you doing? Wait, you want to be Puff Daddy? He wanted to be Puff Daddy, bro. Big Meech wanted to be Diddy. But watch. Wait, before we move on to the next topic, I'll show you this. Big Meech was desperate to be Diddy. Who else is there? Dame Dash. He wanted to be one of those guys where he's dancing in the videos. He's in all the videos. You're moving hundreds of keys and you're desperate to be in videos? Dude, you got to give up what you're doing and move to the next thing if that's the case. Man, so far back to pull up them billboards. I thought this would be a lot easier. Maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in a drug game, you move a major weight. I don't think that the biggest plan is to put yourself on a billboard.
Because it's...
But,
there's
I mean...
one billboard that says BMF, the world is ours.
When you got so much power, you just don't think about that.
Hey, look at me. This is who I am, and I'm moving keys. It's like, dude, how stupid can you be? Oh, no, here it is. Okay, here it is right here. Boom. Boom. Look at this billboard. Hey, guys. That's me. That's my artist. He even has J-Bo on it. That's J-Bo, right?
Damn.
Or that's somebody else. It looks like J-Bo. The world is BMF's. BMF Entertainment. Money.
Damn. Big Meech didn't get no fucks, huh? I'm moving that weight, and I'm trying to get the rap game.
BMFentertainment.net. You can't make this up. Big Meech is in the middle. He's the focal point of the picture.
Yeah.
Ah, man. Dumb. You can't make this up.
That shit crazy.
Big Meech wasn't that smart. Let's be honest. It was ballsy at the time. That's why it got so much attention. But everyone knew they were going to jail once you saw them on Smack TV. He's like, oh, these guys are going to jail.
Damn.
These guys are going to jail.
Damn.
Get the cot ready, man.
Yeah.
Drake officially cancels remaining tour dates.
I was going
to be on Thursday, February 13th. Pretty big lineup. I'm assuming that you were doing it for free.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming everyone else was doing it for free also.
I'm pretty. But I'm pretty. I mean, yeah. You charge a nigga to come home from jail, you
motherfucker.
Right.
This whole situation with 50 Cent and Big Meech and all the players keeps getting ugly. And now a new player has entered the chat, Lil Boosie, and he made the entire thing even heated. 50 Cent and Boosie are now going head to head. 50 called Boosie out for betrayal, and now Boosie's getting labeled a snitch. Same way folks been calling Big Meech one. And if you know 50, you know he don't play when he feels crossed, and he got all the receipts to take his ops down when it comes to it. Now you already know that 50's been standing on business when it comes to this Big Meech drama, but now he's dragging Boosie into the mix, and it was all because Boosie decided it was a good idea to get cozy with Big Meech after everything that went down.
I couldn't go on them because they arguing. I couldn't go on. Once I gave somebody my word, he ain't got no seal paperwork. I just couldn't bag out on dude,
But it gets even crazier. Boosie's now being called a snitch, just like Big Meech. And the streets don't play about that title. What's wild is that Boosie's been the main one calling out alleged snitches in the industry. He went at Charleston White. He scrapped a whole project with T.I. just because there were rumors T.I. was an informant. Just like Rick Ross found out the hard way, Boosie just made an enemy he ain't ready for. 50's been coming for him from every angle, and it's clear he's not about to let this go. He's pushing this whole Big Meech is a snitch narrative hard, and now Boosie's getting caught in the crossfire.
Right, because the concert was still going to happen.
I saw the back and forth with them. I saw the back and forth with them. Like before the concert. Like a couple days before the concert, I saw that.
Now, Boosie tried to clean it up, saying he ain't get paid for that performance, and he just gave his word to show up. But let's keep it a buck. Whether he got paid or not, that ain't really the point. The point is, 50 feels like Boosie switched sides, and if you know 50, you know he don't take that lightly. This whole beef goes way deeper than Boosie, though. 50's been on Big Meech's neck ever since Meech got out early. Meech was sentenced to 30 years, but somehow walked free after 18, and you already know that raised eyebrows in the streets. 50's been calling him out ever since, and he's not backing down. But here's where it gets real messy. A lot of this drama circles back to Tammy Cowens, Meech's former business partner. Word is, she flipped and started working with the feds after Meech went inside. And get this, Meech
That's why I say, man, you can't trust no bitch, man. You gotta always call these hoes out, man.
Meech was giving
no
her
matter if you
information
lose a bitch,
that she then was
taking call these hoes out.
To the feds. That was getting
I don't trust a single soul, bitch.
So when 50 linked with Tammy to produce the BMF show, it got real awkward real fast. And now there's talk of her exposing everything in a tell-all docuseries. 50's fully riding with her on this, and that's why he's not letting Meech slide. Now this is where things hit a whole new level. According to a prison call from Dion Cuffy Gatlin, Big Meech allegedly used Tammy Cowens as a third-party informant to snitch on him and get a reduced sentence. And this isn't just some wild rumor. Cuffy's homies have backed up his claims.
So Tammy Cowens signed up to be a DEA informant to give the Meech refinery a time cut. Plain and simple.
Tammy signed up as a DEA informant, known in official paperwork as CS1, Confidential Source 1, and acted as the middleman so Meech could get his time cut. If this is true, that's next level betrayal.
It's like if you rich and you got power, you can't be a snitch. Meech a snitch. Everybody know Meech a snitch, right? Cuffy say Meech a snitch, he a snitch. I'm from St. Louis, gang. I ain't going against my own. What Cuffy got a lie for?
And you all know it's Big Meech and Tammy Cowens. Known in the paperwork as CS1.
Right.
Confidential Source 1. So what Big Meech did was call a third-party cooperation.
But it gets even worse because while Meech was still behind bars, he was apparently still running things on the outside. Cuffy claimed that Meech set him up through Tammy. The deal went like this. Meech brokered a deal where Cuffy picked up $100,000 worth of snow from a source Meech recommended. And right after the deal went down, the feds swooped in. And this is after Cuffy allegedly gave Meech a whole $1 million to pay ransom for J-Bo. If that's not cold-blooded, I don't know what is.
And made Meech pay him back. And so Meech ain't had the money. And so that's when he gave Meech the $1 million to go do the shit. Because Meech had to pay to get J-Bo back. So Meech ain't had the money for the plug.
Tammy Cowens wasn't just playing informant for hire. She was making moves in the bedroom too. Word is, she had a whole affair with Atlanta DEA agent Keith Cromer. And y'all, it wasn't just a fling. Cromer reportedly helped arrange at least $212,000 in payments for Tammy. So while Meech was behind bars, Tammy was out here collecting checks on the side. And
That's
50 Cent,
crazy.
he's been putting all this out there, not holding back. Of course, after all this drama, Big Meech had to say something because those snitch allegations were getting way too serious and were messing up his whole reputation. So Big Meech finally decided to speak out, claiming he never snitched on anyone, never cooperated with the feds, and basically said the streets had it all wrong. But by the time he spoke up, the damage was already done.
I wasn't going to address this Because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets.
Well, my boy, that dumb
Never
bitch, she got you good,
never
man.
told, never will.
That's why I can't just let nobody around me, you know what I'm saying?
50 Cent
Just be
wasn't
around
buying
me
it at all.
because,
50
hell
came
no.
through straight up saying, "You said cuff up, Ninja." Now Boosie jumping in
These
to
hoes be
defend
secret
Meech. That's
informants.
only making it look worse. I mean, why
I call
defend
all
a
my
known
bitches
snitch
out.
unless you're snitching
Shit,
with
I don't
them?
give
The
a fuck.
streets are already side-eyeing Boosie hard for this one, and his whole no snitching stance is looking real shaky right now. And you already know the people had something to say. Social media was on fire with this one, and the streets are divided. One comment straight up called 50 out saying, "Wasn't 50 running around with Snitch 9? He's never called him out. I wonder why." And listen, that's a fact.
Making that money
50
off
was
of
out here tight with Tekashi 6ix9ine, one of the most infamous snitches in the game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yet, we never saw this same energy from Fifth. So what's really the difference? Another person kept it just as real saying, going to war for a dude who just got out of jail and his past is all he got right now? I don't get it at all. Big Meech's whole legacy is tied to his past. And with these snitching rumors flying around, his street cred is hanging on by a thread. So why is Boosie risking his own rep to stand by this dude? It's not making sense. But now I gotta ask y'all, is 50 Cent keeping it real, or is he just being petty like usual? Why is Boosie going so hard defending someone?
I think he being petty.
And let's be honest, do y'all think Meech really snitched, or is this all
He
just
most
smoke?
definitely
Sound
snitched.
off in the comments and let me know what you think, because I know y'all got opinions on this one. And while you're at it, smash that like button.
And I reached back at him and we chopped it up. And it wasn't about no concert shit, just, you know, when he first came home, he hit me, we chopped it up on FaceTime, welcome home, woo-doo, woo-doo. We just chopped it up, and probably 2-3 weeks later, he hit me about the concert, gave me a date on it, you know, gave my word, you know, I'll be there.
Right, it's supposed to be on Thursday, February 13th.
Yeah.
Big Meech's return to the streets was supposed to be a moment of celebration.
It was
a
not, though.
homecoming for one of the most infamous figures in hip-hop history. The industry had been waiting for this. Meech was back, and a star-studded concert was set to mark the occasion. With Lil Baby, 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Moneybagg Yo, Rick Ross, and other A-listers on the bill, this was shaping up to be an event for the ages. But instead of unity, the concert sparked chaos, accusations, and unexpected betrayals. What really went down behind the scenes? At first, everything seemed to be going as planned, until Big Meech appeared in a video with Rick Ross. A move that seemed harmless quickly became a
Rick Ross fucked all his shit up. That's crazy.
Why? Because Ross has been engaged in a bitter, never-ending
Crip,
feud
that's wild.
with 50 Cent. And if there's one thing about 50, it's that he doesn't let anything slide. Within hours, 50 Cent was on the attack, throwing shit.
Like I said, I ain't gonna care.
Firing off
I
allegations
called
that
Big
shook
Meech
the
out before all this is going on, so I mean,
Big Meech had
it
broken
is what it is, man.
And along with the names that I mentioned, there's also Rick Ross, Kodak Black, ESTG, Moneybagg Yo, Bossman D-Lo,
It
T Grizzly,
is
Babyface Ray,
what
Ice
it
One
is.
Rizzo, Skilla Baby, Peasy, Payroll Giovanni, YTB Fat, Tay B, and Young Scooter. Pretty big lineup. I'm assuming that you were doing it for free.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming everyone else was doing it for free also.
I'm pretty. I mean,
Yeah.
You charge a nigga to come home.
Some wild shit.
Right.
Wild shit.
So you have this big concert with a bunch of big names. I mean, look, like Lil Baby and Kodak Black alone could fill up, a stadium pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And 21 Savage, I mean, he was on tour with Jake.
That would have been a lit ass fucking concert.
This was a very, very
That
big
would have been
concert.
a lit ass fucking concert.
Whispers of cooperation with
Damn.
authorities, linking Meech to an alleged third-party informant named Cuffy, a former.
You know, Kodak and 21 Savage had beef and all. It's like this would have been a lit concert.
Snitch? Had the leader of one of hip-hop's most notorious organizations flipped under pressure? 50 wasn't done yet. He threw another bombshell into the mix. Big Meech's life rights were allegedly owned by a civilian informant named Tammy Cohen.
How?
Tammy Cohen wasn't just a random name. She was reportedly the key to Meech's entire legacy. Allegedly, she controlled the rights to Big Meech's life story and had struck a deal with 50 Cent that eventually led to the creation of the BMF TV series. But here's where things got even darker. There were claims that Meech had been feeding Tammy information, and she, in turn, was leaking intel to the feds. 50 Cent wasted no time exploiting the situation, fueling speculation that Meech was now trapped in a web of secrets and betrayals. According to insiders, Meech wanted his life rights back, and this led to a falling out with Tammy. But instead of backing down, Tammy allegedly turned to 50, offering him inside information.
Damn.
Typical 50 fashion. He saw an opportunity.
He saw opportunity. He struck it.
Exposing the truth. While the streets were buzzing about the drama between Meech and 50, another controversy was brewing.
He saw opportunity and he struck that bitch.
As the lead star of BMF, Lil Meech had reportedly made millions, but according to sources, he wasn't sitting on cash the way people assumed. Instead of stacking his money, he allegedly burned through it.
Leading up to the concert, things went a little wrong.
Right.
All them damn chains and shit.
So, Big Meech does a video with Rick Ross, who has been beefing with 50 forever. Now, keep in mind, Southwest T took a picture with Supreme's son, and that kind of caused some problems already. But T took the post down, and everything seemed to be kind of okay at that point. But then Big Meech did this video, and all hell started to break loose.
Right.
So 50 started accusing Big Meech of being a rat, essentially. And you and I talked about this in previous interviews. There was the allegations of third party cooperating with this guy named Cuffy, who was a kingpin.
All I'm saying is, we need to have the same energy when a cop kill an innocent black man or a black woman. The same energy we got to expose Big Meech, we need the same energy to expose these damn cops. And that's a fact, nigga.
But when Big Meech
nigga, we should have had that same shit when Sonya Massey got killed.
To offer his father. And when Lil Baby pulled up in a Lambo truck and left without dropping a dime, people started questioning, where was the loyalty? Was Big Meech expecting too much? Or was Lil Meech's spending habits proof that the new generation didn't hold the same street?
Lil Meech thought he was going to be set when his dad got out. I don't think he thought this was going to happen.
Dropped another bomb. Meech wasn't even allowed to attend his own concert. According to 50, Meech had a strict 6 p.m. curfew, which meant that he wouldn't even be able to step foot at the event that was supposed to celebrate his homecoming.
Damn.
If true, this meant one thing. The entire concert was nothing but an industry PR stunt. Instead of being about Meech's return, was this just a power play to boost certain names in the game? Meanwhile, Rick Ross, who had played a key role in amplifying the concert's promotion, found himself in a difficult position.
I couldn't go on them because they arguing. I couldn't go on. Once I gave somebody my word, he ain't got no CO paperwork. I mean, I just couldn't bag out on dude, Once I get somebody my word, I gotta go on some factual shit, and it was. So I went down there. I was gonna perform. I went down there. I was gonna perform. I ain't know nothing till I got in the Louis store buying my outfit.
Oh, you didn't see the whole back and forth with 50 and Meech and everything?
No, I'm talking about when it was time.
Oh, okay. So right, because the concert was still gonna happen.
I saw the back and forth with them. I saw the back and forth with them. Like before the concert.
He just didn't think it was gonna go this far.
A couple days before the concert, I saw that. So I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna wait it out, But I ain't gonna bag out nobody because something going on with them.
Yeah.
Right. So
his long-standing rivalry with 50 Cent had already painted him as the opposition, and now that he was directly linked to Meech, he knew it was only a matter of time before he was dragged deeper into the drama. Ross had always played the long game in the rap industry, never fully engaging in direct conflicts, but making sure to send his shots in subtle ways. However, this time, it seemed different. The moment Meech appeared in that video with him, the industry knew that lines had been drawn, and this wasn't just about hip-hop anymore. Tensions also began to rise among the artists who had pledged their performances at the concert. Kodak Black, known for his unpredictable and sometimes erratic behavior, reportedly started having second thoughts about attending. Sources close to him claimed that he was hesitant about aligning himself with Meech amid all the allegations flying around. It was a dangerous game, and the last thing Kodak wanted was to get caught up in
because they already got some shit on Kodak, not like snitching, but you know what I'm saying, like some crazy shit.
Another name on the list,
like PC
kept
shit.
his distance from the
I would have been like, you know what I'm saying, on the same thing, you dig, but
pulled into beef,
who knows, man?
Especially when they involved figures with deep-rooted connections.
It's easy to say when you ain't put in that situation.
Then there was Moneybag Yo, who had built his reputation on loyalty and street credibility. He was set to perform at the event.
He kind of got his own problems going on.
Whispers suggested that he was being advised to rethink his decision. Moneybagg had a lot to lose: endorsement deals, industry relationships, and a career that was steadily on the rise. Associating himself with a figure that 50 Cent was actively trying to take down could come with serious consequences. And while he hadn't made any public statements, insiders revealed that he was weighing his options carefully. In the midst of all the uncertainty, the one person who remained silent was Southwest T, Big Meech's brother. Known for being the more level-headed of the two, T had managed to maintain strong relationships in the industry without attracting the same level of
Yo, I don't know him like that.
But she is a civilian, and Meech gave
I know Lil
her
Meech
his life
a little
rights.
bit.
She then took those life rights and made a deal with 50. That's how the BMF TV series came about.
Damn, took his life
But
rights
the
and made it
allegations
50
is that
insane.
Meech was giving her information.
Never trust a bit, but I don't think
to the feds.
I think it was a power play. I think he was using
Like
her.
I said, we don't know that that's for sure.
Trip to get out early.
And according to 50 and some other people, it seemed like things kind of went bad between Tammy and Meech once he got out of prison. I think that was like, she thought he...
Oh, they was fucking around?
I think maybe she thought that, they were going to be together once he gets out. But once he gets out, he moves in with his baby mother. And there's also a story that Meech wants his life rights back. And, there's some friction over that. So now she's like allegedly talking to 50 and giving him information and so forth. And I guess he's doing a documentary.
Damn, how you sell your whole life rights? Like, that's wild.
So
who does
However,
that?
with his brother's name
Don't
now
sell
being
to your
dragged
family,
into allegations
nobody.
of cooperation,
To a
many
random
wondered
ass
how he
bitch.
would respond. Would he stand by Meech
Never.
publicly, or would he distance himself for the sake of preserving his own reputation? With 50 Cent, Rick Ross, Lil Meech, and now multiple artists caught in the crossfire, the entire hip-hop world was watching. What was meant to be a celebration of Big Meech's return had turned into a full-fledged power struggle, with different factions fighting for control over the narrative.
So that's
One
so
thing
she the
was
one who
clear.
sold life
This
rights.
wasn't just about a concert anymore.
So Tammy Cohn
This
must
was
have been the
about legacy,
informant.
power, and the ever-blurring lines between loyalty and survival in the music industry. As alliances continue to shift and new revelations emerge, the biggest question remains unanswered. Will Big Meech reclaim his throne, or is he being pushed into a game where even he doesn't know the rules? The streets are talking, the industry is divided, and one thing is for sure: this is only the beginning.
I mean, I heard, Cup supposed to be trying to get in touch with me. Talk to me. Yeah.
Right. What's his
I
name?
like to hear both people's side. That's what I like to hear, both people's side.
Right. Well, Blue Da Vinci, who was part of BMF, that's actually who I was hanging out with mostly when BMF.
Yeah, Blue Da Vinci spent the whole big
Him
beans.
was always cool. He's mad at me because some people came on Vlad TV and accused him of, cooperating and so forth.
Yeah.
But my thing was like, I have nothing against you. There's, you're welcome to tell your side as well.
Yeah.
He actually had Cuffy on the phone in a video and so forth, and he's kind of pushing that whole thing because the BMF dudes really kind of don't rock with him.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of friction over there. One of the things that 50 said, which was interesting though, when they were going, when he had the back and forth, was he said that Meech had a 6 p.m. curfew and he wasn't even going to be able to go to the concert.
Damn.
Did you know about that?
Nah.
Oh yeah, because he got to be in the halfway house.
It's a Big Meech concert without Big Meech.
Oh shit.
I don't know.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah, because he
because
the house arrest shit.
Now, one of the things, Tony Ayo was on my show yesterday, and we talked about it. He said that Lil Meech made like $4 million off doing BMF.
And burnt through all of it.
But if you look at the text message, he was basically saying like, yo, fuck Rick Ross, but, he gave my dad some money and, he needed it until I get my next check from BMF, from the BMF TV series from the next season.
Damn.
And he's like, what next season? But what Tony was saying was that Lil Meech had essentially spent all his money that he had made.
That's crazy.
This whole time.
Wow.
Bunch of pairs of Chrome Hearts jeans that are $10,000 each.
He better sell them bitches.
Buying Richard Mille watches and hanging out in Atlanta with Gunna and all these dudes that are making millions of dollars. And he's trying to kind of keep up with them. So his dad gets out and he doesn't have $1 million to just give his dad.
Yeah.
So his dad is having to rely on other people.
Damn.
In fact, there's an interesting story that Tony Ayo said.
How you don't have no money for your dad?
At Big Meech's house. It was Meech, Lil Meech, 50, Uncle Murder, Tony Ayo, and Lil Baby had just been there, right? And Big Meech was like, yo, Lil Baby came through here, in the Lambo truck, and he didn't give me nothing.
Damn. I'll be back. So, first off the bat, man, you know, I don't want to be a yes man, you know what I'm saying? But I 100% agree with Boosie, man. I ain't gonna cap, man. You know, like I said, man, you know, when you get out of jail, man, you gonna need some help. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you put your foot in the game, you done really help the whole game get better and shit, man. It's just like, you know, you want to help people out, especially when they so legendary and shit like that, and you know you think it's a good thing, but also, man, you gotta keep it 100. You know, like, you know, he did get at Rilo and Gunna, so it's like, you know, you went all out on them. You gotta, like, I guess you gotta go out on Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, but like I said, I agree with Boosie, man, because like, you know, that Big don't have nothing to do with him. You know, he was just trying to, you know, you feel me? Join the car show, because they had all the people who was supposed to perform and shit, and it just did not work out, man. That shit got crashed out immediately. But people were trying to say that Big Meech probably ain't gonna be able to perform because his house arrest. You know what I'm saying? Which makes sense because, you know, when you on, not house arrest, but the halfway house, when you got that halfway house, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can't just do whatever you want in the halfway house. You know what I'm saying? You got rules to follow in the halfway house. So who knows what would have happened if you would have been at that motherfucker or not, man. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, at the end of the day, man, yeah, like I said, man, Boosie, you know, like, he do be blowing up on his other motherfucking snitches, and it's like, you gotta keep that same energy with Big Meech, Big Screech. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy how, you know what I'm saying? That's all I said, man, you never trust a bitch. Never trust a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Never, ever, 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 I mean, ever, ever, ever put your hands in a bitch hand. Put your life in a bitch hands, cause you gonna get fucked up every time. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's how it goes sometimes, man. You know, you just gotta find out the hard way, and you know, it's kind of crazy how Big Meech's whole career just get fucked up like that. But you know what I'm saying? Boosie just gotta, like, you know, do him and just not let that fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Just keep on doing him. But yeah, man, this was the Big Meech, his response to 50 Cent and Big Meech and shit. Let's get into it. We out the bitch hood and outside. Big Crip in the damn outside shit.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this is instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.